In this video, we are going to construct a frequency distribution table, and we are going to use the Countifs statement. So let's start by downloading the Excel files. I would like you to open up the question file. It should be the first file. Oops, sorry. First download it and then open it up. In this question, we are given a data set. It's a data set contains 30 items, and the lowest value, I think, is 4. The highest value is 71. Now, in the question, it specifies that in this frequency distribution table, you need to have 5 classes. Each class is to have a width of 15. So these are my workings over here. So class, right? So 5 classes, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So the start value of the class, end value, right? The start value of the first class, if you read here, it says the initial value of the first class, the start value of the first class should be 0. So it's 0, all right? And it's got a width of 15. All right, so the first class, 0 to 15. The second class will start at 15 and go to 30. The third class will start at 30 and go to 45. 60, 60, and 75. Right, now what we're going to do is we're going to count the number of values. Over here, we're going to count the number of values in this data set that fall between the range 0 up until the value 15. Note, it's to value 15 because the next class starts at 15. We don't want to double count the value 15, right? Over here, we're going to count the number of values that fall between 0 and 15. Note, we can use the Countifs statement. Equals. Right, so the first thing, they want the criteria range. You need to go and select your data set here. And once again, we're going to be copying this down. So I would like you to push the F4 key. Copy. Now, we need the criteria. So for the first class, the criteria is all values greater than or equal to, in this case, it is 0, right? Now, I can't type that in. I need to put the cell reference, right? So the trick here is to put an and sign and then click on the cell. So that D8 is equal to 0. Right, so that's the first criteria. The number must be greater than or equal to 0. The second criteria is that the value has got to be less than the end value of the first class. So once again, I need to go and select my data. Select your data. Once again, push F4 because we're going to be copying this down. Comma. Now we're going to put the criteria in. All right. The second criteria is that the values must be less than the end value of that class. Once again, in this case, the answer is 15. I'm not going to write 15 in. I'm going to use the and sign and then select the cell there. Close bracket, enter, copy it down. Okay, so we've got the frequencies there. Right, over here, I'm just going to neaten this up. So here's my frequency distribution table. Let's go. Make the heading look good. Okay, so the first class, all right, so let's put the class there, put the frequency there. The first class is from, if you look at the start value and the end values, the first class is from 0 to 15. The second class starts at 15, goes to 30, 30 to 45, 45 to 60, 60 to 75. And here are my frequencies. I've got them over there, so equal to this cell there. Copy this down. And there's my frequency distribution table using the Countifs statement. It should make this look a little bit better. Right, and there we have it. So I hope you found this interesting, and I'll see you in another video.